Hello there, everyone! Santok here with Slickstar Gaming, and welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. In this episode of side content, we've got both the Gladiator class quest and the Paladin job quest for you. First, we start with Sword and Shield, then we add a little bit of holy magic to it. And that's Paladins for you. Alright, let's look at us a Sword and Shield today.
Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, adventurer. Here our members train tirelessly with sword and shield, so their names might one day be written in legend. Was that a flash of interest in your eyes? If you wish to study swordplay, then admission to the guild is free of charge. As you march as a man of action, I am pleased to see that I was not wrong. Now, while you may be familiar with the deadly dance of battle, you are new to us and must begin at the beginning. If you would like to take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like as not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take to the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is one of the most celebrated places of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else can a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? There's not an Ul'dah alive who wasn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man. And there's no truer embodiment of that dream than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight in triumph, amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, and this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it! Think of your legacy, and if your soul stirs, join us!
Oh god, I immediately need a drink. I did not expect that voice to be rough on me. Holy shit.
So, what will it be? Will you rise above your masses and inscribe your name in legend? Or you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity?
Kid, I'm pretty sure the masses already know my name. Way of the Gladiator. Lulu wishes you to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild.
A decision you shan't regret. One moment, make way for Xantok. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must first present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Mila? Mila? I'm gonna go with Mila.
I heard Lutsu. So you are Xantok. The good, strong name. On behalf of the Guildmaster, the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. I almost said the Guildmasters Guild. Like, the what?
So, you wish to study our arts. I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easiest to learn? A sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Yeranthe, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it be your fate, die by it?
I mean, I'm sure I could.
Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Take the sword. There are many like it, but this one is yours now. Consider it a gift, if you will. Now, wear it on your hip, as I do, and show me you're ready to begin your training.
I'm surprised we don't also get a shield, because I know this class is sword and shield. But, okay. Gladiator unlocked. I guess we'll get the shield in our next quest. My first Gladius.
First Sword Milla wishes to gauge your aptitude for the sword. Amazing what a difference a sword can make. Your expression, your posture. You're already brimming with confidence. Let's see if that confidence is warranted, shall we? Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each, and return here when finished. Oh, and who's your sword, Yerinthe? I'm a gladiator, and I aim to train you as one. Now go. Get rid of the bullshit. And all we're left with is Fast Blade. It's nice that since we already went through White Mage, we already have a shield that we can use for this. White Mage and Black Mage both can have, they'll go back between like having two-handed weapons and one-handed weapons with a shield during a Realm Reborn. But after you get out of Realm Reborn, once you're into Heavensward, both of those classes will be at two-handed weapons only, and a Gladiator and its upgrade Paladin will be the only ones that have sword and shield, or just like shield period. Okay, so not Western Fantasy, I want to go to Central. Here we go. Maybe someday we'll get a second class that actually uses that offhand slot, or a second job rather. But as of right now, no. Kind of disappointing, honestly. Look, let us have fun with it. And we get Fight or Flight, which increases damage dealt by 25% for 20 seconds. Pretty nice. Alright, now I gotta get to the shrews. Riot Blade, it combos off a Fast Blade. Alright, and let's just get to level 5. Alright. Oh, no, I need one more kill? Oh, okay, fine. There we go. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, I warped. Where's the guild hall? I can't see it. Ah, here it is. Welcome back, Yerinthe. I take it you've dispatched the beasts, and with ease. With every swing and thrust, you gain valuable experience. You must remember and reflect on each one if you are to recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding aught else. Until then, Yerinthe. Kicking the Hornet's Nest. Oh, still not going to get a shield. Interesting. First Sword Milla wishes to teach you the fundamentals of the gladiator arts. Ah, Yerinthe. I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. Now I'll instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as ours. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn to draw the enemy's attention to yourself, and to trust in your stout constitution to endure. In so doing, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there's a task I would have you perform. It just so happens that Momodi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of laments and marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people outside her establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them, and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out the Lamentsons, and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" And this way, you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Threatening Momodi? I will not stand for that. Let's see, our best warp is going to be... yeah, the Adventure skill. A menacing marauder. Face me instead of the little guy. What? You blaming me because this little shite shed his own pants? Well, bugger him and bugger you too. Dude. You okay, man? Yeah. I just want to go home. Yeah, I get it. Good luck, guy. An ill-mannered marauder. You know your friend is a 12's damn cheat? Think he can charge us more because we're foreigners? Well, he'll get his own back. Mark me words. Okay, be honest with me now. Were you charging him more than you would other people? Oh, I mean, not... well, no... a little? Don't do that again. I won't be here to save you next time. Yeah, okay. The mocking marauder. The hell's your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to be? A bleeding manservant? Ah, don't matter. You've gone and spoiled the mood. Here, take this knife. Next time, gut him. Where's the last one? Where's the... oh, there they are. Keen-eyed marauder. Oops, I forgot to... there it is. Oh, come on now. You disrespected me proud sea wolf heritage. Fine, with a bastard bee, but we ain't finished. Did you... no? Okay. He's just weird. Yeah, I figured. Me poxy arse! This is your best brew. I'd sooner... oh, no. No, I read that wrong. Me poxy arse, this is your best brew. I'd sooner drink a pint of me own piss than this swill. Oh, yeah? Do it. Drink your own piss. Just who the hell do you think you're speaking to, maggot? I'm Farmole, the Driven. And me bloody marauders, we've been reaving so long, mothers scare their children with tales about us. And you're proud of that, are you? Immensely. I see. Don't believe me words? Then don't let me axe do the talking. Alright. That's what you want. Well, this is lively for the quicksand.
You two going to put on a show for us? What's this? Another goddamn fool? Show some respect when you talk to Farmel the Driven, leader of a troop of bloody mummers or some such. Hi, like the first time. Your voice carries quite well. You could do theater. Then unless you want me to split your skull with my axe, you better. Somebody knows that sword. That sword? It couldn't be. Frenzy! But only the sword of Nog would... Bloody hells. It's you. You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Well, looks like it's just you and me now. Standing up to Lamentia was quite brave of you. And quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Ul'dah, and I'd buy you a drink. But I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you. Back then, well, that hardly concerns you. These days, I'm just an explorer of the unexplored. A seeker of an as-yet unknown experience. Like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. God, I've missed this city. This wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hey, Momodi, who's that guy?
I swear, if I hadn't seen Aldous with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Yerente, do me a favor and don't tell Milla about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another.
Messy breakup?
Messy breakup.
Gotcha. Alright, back to the Gladiators Guild. Oh, that's Goldsmith. Here we go. I've already heard of your ex, which is the quicksand here and there. You did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion Crossing. It seems words will not suffice after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Yerente. Head to Western Thanalan and see that Farmel the Driven, and all those who have shared in his crimes, never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Can do. Alright, Western Thanalan. Oh, there it is. They tore me from my saddle. I took everything I owned. Bring my goods back to me. I beg of you. And it just pointed me in the direction of where they went. I'll kick their asses. Wow, they dropped things on the side of the road. Either they're a terrible job at thieving, or they were just like, we don't like this stuff, and decided to throw it away. carelessly. Hello, Chocobo. Oh, it's Fireball. You ready for more? They tore me from my saddle and took everything I owned. Yeah, I got your stuff. 12, bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good men like you, I'd never leave home. Alright, Milla, I did the thing. Ba-na-na-na. Every time I use that mount, I'm reminded that I need to play Final Fantasy VI again. I haven't ever quite beaten. I've gotten close to the end, but then I just stopped playing for whatever reason. I was trying to do like a lot of the like super hard content that you really shouldn't be doing until after you are more leveled. I was like, I thought it'd be fine. It wasn't, and I got discouraged. Shame on me. Someday. Someday. Good. It is finished. And with that, this stage of your training is complete. This time, your enemies were ill-behaved ruffians, but who knows what manner of opponents you'll face in the future. Regardless, I have faith that you will do well. Master your sword, and you shall master yourself. Now then, there will be work for you in the days to come. Return to your training, Yaranthe. We will speak again. And we will take the legs. Or, no, this is the feet, actually. There is no leg option. Interesting. Oh, Total Eclipse. That is... Oh, it's our starter AoE. Nice. Ul'dah's Most Wanted. First Sword Milla requires your immediate assistance with a dangerous matter. You look well, Yaranthe. I hope you're ready for your next task, because I require your immediate assistance. There have been several violent murders recently, the victims of which were all Huron men. Based on the multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe that Lancers are responsible for the crimes. Not only are these murders a blight upon our city, I fear it is only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I've just received reports of a foreign Lancer skulking about in Stone's Throw. Considering the circumstances, I find it likely that these are our culprits. We cannot abide by any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw, outside the Gate of Dawn, and speak with any you find in the area. With luck, we will find these Lancers before they strike again. So first, the Gladiators had us go deal with annoying marauders from Linsa. Now we're dealing with murderous Lancers from Gridania. What's next? Are we going to be having to deal with unruly pugilists from Ul'dah? Is that what's next? Or I need to go to Central Thanalan and not Western Thanalan? I'm just going to go to this Aetheret. And then we'll warp from there. Gutless gladiator. Oh, don't kill me, please. Another one you want. Whoa, okay. That's right, freelancers. Stun with a shield bash. Thank you, thank you. They appeared out of nowhere, asked me if I was Ul'dah at Spear Point. I said no, but they attacked me anyway. But I didn't deserve this. All this. Is that a yellow quest? Oh, right. That one is actually only added in Endwalker. We can do it now. It's actually not bad to do it now. Well, there's something else I want to do first before I did that quest. So, they were indeed the murderers we sought. But what brought dusk-white freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? Why were they murdering Huron men with swords? For a sword! What is it? Lancers, for a sword. A gang of them, hiding in the tunnel south of Black Rush Station. Seems we're not rid of them yet. Aren't they? You might as well finish what you started. Go to Central Thanaland and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany Aren't they? See that he doesn't die. Well, I can't keep the bloke from getting skewered, but I'll patch him up best I can. Aren't they? Defend Bruce. He knows powerful healing magics, but he cannot employ them unless you keep all your enemies occupied. Make sure you command their full attention at all times. Aye, I'm counting on you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch my back, and I'll watch yours. You have your orders, gladiators. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. So, it's going to be kind of dealing with a tank mechanic that I haven't gotten to talk about yet. You see this symbol here? Warrior or Marauder has one as well. This is related to your tank stance, which is also this button right here. Iron Will for gladiators. Something else for warriors or marauders. I don't remember what it's called for them. But I click this button and this activates. When I have Iron Will on, it significantly increases the enemy enmity that I generate, which makes enemies focus more on us than on our party. So when we eventually play a tank in dungeons, we're going to want to have our tank stance on so that we can keep all the enemy's attention on us and that they don't go for our DPS or our healers. That said, we are not currently, right now we're only doing tank for these class quests. Eventually, I will do it for one of our expansions. I more or less know what order of classes I'm going to be using across each expansion with this character. I just don't want to say it exactly in case I end up changing my mind, and also keep the fun of no spoilers. Bruce the Big, that's your title? Yeah, okay. Well, they just immediately spawned on Bruce. Alright, well, I'm going to do Total Eclipse to get all their attention on me. We are AoEing these guys. They should, yeah, okay. Now, this red means that they are all focusing on me. Alright, here are more. I need to get to them before they get to Bruce. God damn it. Alright, they're all on me. Bruce, keep me alive, man. Gonna be more on the other side, probably? Here we go. Dust Right Freelancer Captain. Field Bash. And now I make him mine. Why are you attacking Bruce? You're supposed to be aggroed on me, sir. Yeah, Bruce, please heal yourself. You kind of need it. Looks like we're done here. Let's head home, aren't they? I could use a drink. Well, time to tell Milla we've killed all of they were dusk white elephants specifically, and they looked for some guy called, what was his name, Ul'dah? I think we should probably tell Milla about that. Just a feeling. Feels important to know the enemy's motivation, you know? There it is. It's like I was looking for Marauder skill for some stupid reason.
Congratulations on a job well done, Yaranthe. Bruce says Bruce says you acquitted yourself well. I must say, you've shown tremendous growth since you joined us. I wanted to ask you, Bruce believes that the freelancers were out for a bounty. What is your opinion on this, Yaranthe?
Yeah, they were tracking a man named Ul'dah.
Ul'dah? Are you certain that is the name you heard? He's alive? But how?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Take a load of the jackboots though.
That old familiar feeling. First Sword Milla wishes to assign you another task. Hail, Yaranthe. You come at a good time. I have another task which to assign you. The Immortal Flames and the Brass Blades have both requested the Guild's assistance in maintaining security at Camp Drybone, a vital outpost along the Royal Allegan Sunway. The Ul'dah have been raiding caravans with reckless abandon, creating a significant disruption in trade. Ul'dah has a long, troubled history with the Ul'dah. The raids are not unheard of. However, this recent escalation must be addressed. Go to Camp Drybone and search for these raiders. I've already dispatched other gladiators to patrol the region, so I suggest you speak with one for more information. Camp Drybone in Eastern Thanalan.
Get down! They're still here! What? Oh. Shield bash! Oh, don't worry, brother. I'll be fine. But maybe not when the first sword is done with me, eh? Go and tell us the Ul'dah are dead. Leave the merchant to me.
Okay. You say so, guy.
Animation was broken there. We were just standing there instead of getting like the usual teleport pose. Curious.
I knew I was right to send you, Yerinthe. You've done us proud. 7 hells this place oh, a different character. 7 hells this place reeks of sweat. How do you expect a man to concentrate on his swordplay like this? Ul'dah? Oh, you remember me? How goes it, brother? Still waving your sword around like a feather duster? You! Good to see you too, Milla, my dear. You're more beautiful than I remember. You're alive? Where have you been all these years? Answer me. Me? Well, if you must know, I'm on a spiritual journey of, self-discovery. Damn it, Ul'dah. This is serious. We all thought you were dead. For you to walk in here as though nothing ever happened? Have you forgotten how you dishonored us? I should cut you down where you stand. Oh yeah, there's the Milla I remember. Oh, fire and brimstone. I knew that pretty face could still contort itself to some terrifying shapes. Oh, don't pout, girl. I'm just having fun. But as you wish, I'll go. Yerinthe, was it? Why don't you join me at the quicksand? I could use some company, and I doubt anyone else here would be so kind. Is there a reason for that? Oh, Milla's... Will she say anything? That bastard! Why now? After all these years? I don't know. I'll go find out. I'll be your spy. How about that? Wait, is this a solo day? Oh dear. You came. Sorry you had to witness a little reunion between me and Milla. The Sword of Null, back from the dead. You'd think I'd be greeted by throngs of adoring fans, not threats of violence. Listen, Yerinthe, you're good with a sword. That's plain to see. But more than that, you got purpose. There's a fire burning within you. As a former man of conviction, I could recognize a kindred spirit. Geralt named her a Frenzy. She's one of a magnificent pair of swords that the drunken prodigy forged for Colosseum champions. The man who wielded her twin had eyes that burned like yours. Yerinthe, The hells? Ul'dah, I don't think these people like you. Ul'dah, Sword of Null. We've come for your head. You do that, and how the hell am I supposed to enjoy my ale? Arrogant fool! Prepare to meet your maker! You'd think instead of, like, you know, just talking and letting him get to stuff, like, just shoot, you know? Well, ain't you a bunch of impatient, humorless fellas? Up for a bit of fun, Yerinthe? I'll lead, you follow. Let's get him! We have AoE! Oh, they do not care about us, so I can't get them to group up. Well, alright, fine, I'll just attack them individually. Oh, so you're attacking the one that I am. Damn it, I wanted to get my own. You can start that side, I was gonna go this side. That takes the fun out of it. Okay, Ul'dah, you can get everyone.
Actually, wait a minute. Can I hit all three from here? Not shield dash. Oh, we can. Let's go. Well, until that one's dead, then there's no point. Oh, there's more over here? Well, I guess I'll finish off these two. What the? I thought he died. There, now he's dead. Wait, stop leaving me. Alright, you two that are actually attacking me. I don't much like your tone. Great, more. My god. Why are this guy who's like so weak already moved to me? That's kind of weird. Oh wow, they're really trying to load me up with poison, aren't they? Fortunately for them, it's not doing much. Alright, Ul'dah, you want to explain what the hell just happened? I think you should. Didn't think you go so far as to send a gang of sellswords into quicksand in broad daylight. Huh. Why is it never a bevy of beauties? Let's continue this another time, shall we? I need to find a new place to drink. One with more attractive company than this sorry lot. Well, I guess we'll go report to Milla. She's gonna want to know, hey, what the hell did all this want? Wait, you were attacked? What the fuck? Did you win? Of course I won. Ah, well then it's alright then. It's like the parent that hears that their kid got in a fight at school, and instead of getting mad at them, they're just like, did you win? My apologies, Yarente. I meant to teach you a new technique earlier, but when that idiot arrived, I completely forgot. He's just so infuriating. The shield lob technique will allow you to attack from afar without the need for ranged weaponry. Since we gladiators are primarily close-range fighters, the ability to draw the attention of distant enemies is a valuable asset. May it serve you well in the field. We learned Shield Lob, the Gladiators' reach tech. Look at that. Alright, I'm gonna rearrange this a bit. Put that one there for right now. The Face of Thal. First Sword Milla has an urgent task for you. Yarente, I'm glad you're here. One of our members has been attacked and gravely wounded, and I need you to go and help him. I suspect this is the work of more bounty hunters. It may even be a trap to lure more of us into the open. Nevertheless, we cannot ignore our comrade's plight. When last he contacted us by Link Pearl, he said he tried to seek shelter at the Coffer and Coffin. Take this potion and search for him there. For a second there, I was like, wait, why are you giving me a potion? What do I need this for? And I immediately realized, like, oh, wait. It's not for us, it's for us to use on our fellow. Duh.
help?
Help me. I can't feel my... There you go, guy.
Oh, thank you, brother. It all happened so fast. Over by the tracks to the north.
I don't know who attacked me, or why they left me alive. But I dare say the answer is out there. Surely, someone saw something. Oh, we got a few places we can go check. Is this one inside of here? Yes, it is. The fellow outside? Hey, I saw him stumble in when I left the bar to take a piss. Was alone as I recall. They say he's wounded. Thought he was just drunk. No, definitely wounded. Wow, look at that. Fate complete.
Suspicious characters. Well, now that you mention it, I did see a strange fellow wearing a garish purple robe. At first I thought he was talking to himself, then I realized he had a link pearl. I didn't say something about the wrong man in the Silver Bazaar. Does that help?
Yeah, it means they were trying to attack somebody and they got the wrong guy. And now we're next. No? Shocker.
Purple robe? Oh, does sound familiar. It was him. I'd swear it. Did you find anything else?
Yeah, a ring.
Picked this up on the tracks, eh? Might well belong to the bastard. Can't say I've seen its like before, though. Might be his Wyman could tell you more. You know him, don't you? He's the bespectacled bloke who was lounging around Emerald Avenue and out in the city. Of course, being the businessman that he is, probably asked to be compensated in exchange. Show that ring to Wyman. He's sure to know something about it.
And it's back in Ul'dah. All right, why? Snuggly. What? Some of these people's names. Like that one. All right.
Well, now, say, everybody's favorite venturer. Hey, you threw your lot with the Gladiators. A questionable decision, given the events of recent days. But to each his own. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Found a ring.
Boy, put that away before someone sees it. Where in the seven hells do you get one of those rings? Don't you recognize the sigil? Oh, goddamn fool. Before you go stumbling around the brush, you ought to at least know what kind of venomous bastards be lurking within. Been a long time since Ul'dah seen a criminal organization rise from the obscurity to notoriety as quickly as the Holocron. Well, it is. They've got connections to the Brass Blades, the Syndicate, and God knows who else. But you didn't hear that from me. I want no part of whatever mess you and your mates have gotten yourselves into. Understood?
Yep, understood. Oh, Milla. I was trying to figure out, I was like, where do I go now? I report to Milla. This merchant hasn't been here. Wasn't here before we beat the game, were they? We'll talk to them eventually about things and stuff. Where is it? I always struggle. I don't know why. I always struggle to like find the location I'm looking for, like in a list of things. It's like I know what I'm looking for. Why can't my eyes just glaze over? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh, Yeranthe. I was wondering when you might return. What news do you bring of our injured comrade? He was attacked by a member of the Ul'dah. The Ul'dah? Well, I find that hard to believe. But no matter. One of our comrades returned from Stone's Throw moments ago. A gang of bandits is said to be headed for the Silver Bazaar. They're after a man with an enormous bounty on his head. The people living there are in grave danger. In their frenzy to find their quarry, the bandits won't scruple to destroy property and harm civilians. And the few brass blades stationed there will be powerless to stop them. We must stop them, Yeranthe. We'll protect the Silver Bazaar and avenge our injured guildmate, all in one fell swoop. A bit melodramatic, if you ask me. Aldous? I told you never to come here again. I couldn't sit by idly. Not while you charge into battle an enemy you know nothing about. Milla, a respectable guildmaster would never risk the lives of her charges like this. Who are you to lecture me about responsibility? Milla, listen to me. This is the Ul'dah you're dealing with. So? Whatever notoriety they've achieved means nothing to me. We'll cut them down like the common bandits they are. It's not that simple. More importantly, it's not your fight. What are you saying? They want me, Milla. I've been fending off assassination attempts ever since I returned to Thanalan. Just stay here and let me handle this. It'll be over soon, I promise. Just stay here while you go off on your own. Is that it? It's been 7 years since I let you leave, Aldous. 7 years. Do you have any idea at all what you put me through? Milla, I don't want to hear it, you selfish bastard. Do you even care about the people who suffered because of you? Just get out. We don't need your help. We'll settle this ourselves. Milla, wait. There's something you need to know. Enough. Get out. Get out. All right. Save some of that for the Ul'dah. But do try not to let Yeranthe here come to harm while you're at it. Oh boy. That is not drama that I want to get in the middle of. Alright, Silver Bazaar. Well, they should be doing okay. I mean, we helped them out with their stuff. Although it's not going to be great. Silver Bazaar starts rebuilding things, and all of a sudden, bam! Assassins! There you are, Yeranthe. Everyone's already in position. Are you prepared? Oh yeah. Defeat the henchmen. AoE. I'm just gonna AoE them all. They can all come to me. Ow, I'm in serious pain. Oh god, this was a mistake. Oh good, they healed me. Ooh, that was scary. There's more! More AoE! AoE them down! I don't think I'm hitting that diligence on the right. It looks like... Oh, I guess what? Maybe I was. I just didn't see the damage numbers appear.
the last one, Mr. Charity. That's a yes. Rejoice, gladiators! The day is ours! What? But why would you be? Leave him to us, First Sword. No, stop!
Such brittle blades, so easily broken. Perhaps the first sword is made of strongest steel.
Leave her, Zana. Our business here is over. Oh.
What have you done, Leovold?
First Sword, we must withdraw. The wounded need tending. Let's take them back to the guild. Well, that explains why Ul'dah came back. The whole twin swords thing and... Oh boy. Well, back to Gridania. Or... Ul'dah. Shit. So I remember Ul'dah saying that, like, his sword was had a twin. And they were both made for, like, the co-champions, I think? If I remember right. That was a few recording sessions ago. Forgive me. We don't know why Ul'dah left yet. But I would presume he came back because he learned about his fellow champion is now a bandit leader. And he's just like, nah. Don't like that. And then his friend is also now trying to kill him. For reasons that we don't know yet. Give me a moment, Yarante. I need to think. I wanted to spare you this, Milla. I begged you not to go.
You knew all this? That Leovold had...
Leovold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The twin swords of Ul'dah, they called us. Never lost a match. Honored by the bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then. And this is now. When I learned Leovold single-handedly transformed the Alucrant from a gang of common thieves to the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. It seems like a lifetime ago. The three of us used to train together in this hall.
The Leovold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this?
When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity.
What aren't you telling me, Ul'dah?
I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me.
Is that so?
I'll find him, Milla. I promise. Boy, I hope somebody does. Ooh, I like the sword. pretty nice. On holy ground, First Sword Milla has an important mission for you.
Ah, Yerente. Must apologize for my earlier behavior. As First Sword, my duty is not only to foster your growth as a gladiator, but to also protect you from dangers you are not yet ready to face. I did not know that Leovold had become the leader of the Ul'dah. Had he chosen to bear his steel at us, many and more of us would not have returned alive. I need to know why he's turned to a life of crime, and so I've ordered my best men to scour Thanalan for any trace of his whereabouts. Unfortunately, one of them has disappeared. I have strong suspicions that he's been taken prisoner by the Ul'dah, or worse. If there's any hope of saving him, we'll need to go to his last known location. His last report stated that he was tracking the Ul'dah near the Hammers in western Thanalan. If you go there, you may yet find some clues to his fate. I've been far too reckless in recent days, and let too many good gladiators come to harm. Please, Yerente, find our missing comrade and bring him home safe.
Alright. Dark Pikachu? What? What would be a Dark Pikachu? I have no idea. The player names in this game sometimes.
It's a trap, brother.
What? Oh. So it is. Well, I say come at me then. Evasion increase. Oh, well, you're still getting hit. Every time. I don't think I've missed once. Bad trap.
Some fine swordsmanship here. Milla, the First Sword, certainly knows how to pick 'em. Huh. Even after all these years, I can't quite bring myself to call her that. I still remember when her father first brought her to the guild. A wee lass who cried the sight of naked steel. But look at her now. You'd swear she was born with a blade in her hand. Not like she had much choice but to rise to the occasion, though. With all that trouble Ul'dah's got into 7 years ago. Selfish bastard. He should have never... Enough of my rambling. I'll make my way back to Ul'dah after a short rest. You go on ahead and tell Milla that I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because by the time I'm gone, more could show up and kill you. Yeah, alright. Good luck. Interesting. I think this is the first time we've had somebody refer to like events that happened some amount of years ago, and it wasn't just like 5 years ago. It was 7. So whatever trouble Ul'dah's got into was pre-Calamity. Was pre 1.0's timeline. Interesting. Yerente, thank the gods we're all right. I heard all about the ambush with the hammers. Excellent work. You've been invaluable to the guild, and I cannot thank you enough. In fact, I believe you deserve a much-needed rest. Take some time for yourself, and return when you've recuperated. But before you go, speak with Lulutsu. I believe she has a message for you. Oh, okay. It's from Ul'dah, I'm guessing? Oh, you're they. The very gladiator I was seeking.
Lean closer, for I would not have the others hear my words. Ul'dah sends his regards, and requests you meet him at the Lich Yard in eastern Thanalan. Naturally, I've not divulged this information to the First Sword. As you may have gathered from their previous interactions, she's still rather upset with him, and would likely forbid any further association. Quite understandable, since he was clearly being groomed to become the next guildmaster before that horrible scandal. They would have made such a lovely couple. Forgive me, this is hardly an appropriate topic of conversation. Anyway, you have my word, the First Sword will not hear any rendezvous from me.
What about you, Wolken? You're close enough to hear that. No, man, I'm good. Okay. I trust you for now, Wolken. I got my eye on you. Alright, Eastern Thanalan. Ooh, okay, we'll have to warp there. To the church! We are having some heavy rain. Almost missed him. Oh, Solar Day? I don't know why I'm calling this right by Solodius. There's been one in almost every single class quest for every single class. And where have you been? Was he drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, if that's the case, I understand completely. It's been 7 years since Milla's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old goat through and through. But gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Milla's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then, forced to replace her father in such terrible circumstances. And who might you be? Another of Leovold's lackeys?
Master Leovold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable.
Your master doesn't deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience.
Say what you will. I will not be swayed.
She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping our errand thing? Zana Laega. Alright. Oh, I don't need to read her movements, all this. I'm kind of into destroying her. You're right, Zana. This does end now. For you. You're just a couple hits away from being dead. You're using 100 fists. Here, I'll give you a chance. Never mind, my auto attack killed you. I was curious what it was going to look like. You've gotten stronger. Good. I'm glad Milla has a man like you to rely upon. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who lets her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Ul'dah. Haven't you listened to a word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I'm anything but. I'm only here because of unfinished business. When it's settled, there'll be no reason left for me to stay. I owe it to our old man to put an end to this. To give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leopold finally answered for his crimes. Remember what I said the other day? Now go. He's probably wondering where you are. Before doing all this, I couldn't remember what Ul'dah had done that was like such a big controversy. I thought maybe it was like, oh, he got accused of cheating in the gladiator ring and couldn't prove that he didn't. He was framed. But it started to seem more like he was framed for killing Milla's dad. But it was probably Leopold that did it. Ew. I'm not sure though. Because you would think, I don't know. I'm not really sure what's going on. I feel like that. Why did it go to the Pugilist Guild? Oh, I know why. Because last time we returned to Ul'dah, we came out of this gate, so I just went straight into where the Gladiators arena was. So I was thinking, just go straight. That's where they are. Whoops. Why are you staring at me like that, Yerente? Is something the matter? You're behaving rather oddly. Well, I'm afraid I have no news regarding the Alacrant's movements. I remain confident that we will find them, and soon. So keep your blade sharp. You know, I'm noticing here, this does say, yeah, cannot equip gear to feet. So I'm just curious what my feet and my legs combine into. 61 and 45. I think the heavy iron fletcher is just slightly better if my very quick math is right. No harm in finding out. Let's equip, see what happens to our gear. Hey, nice. Although our new weapon and shield isn't. Is it because it's too high a level, or... You know, I don't even know which one we got. Oh, it's this one. Oh, wow. Nice. I mean, just for the sake of curiosity, that other heavy armor piece we got, we would look like this. God, do I hate it. Also, my poor ears! My ears are scrunched under that. And we look so much shorter than we actually are. Although, really, I guess, I don't think the ears count in your character's height. So even though we're like 6'1", our ears are actually just like, actually, you're like, we're like 6'9" or 6'10". Jesus. And now to finish off the Gladiator story. The rematch. First Sword Milla is extremely upset due to a recent turn of events. Damn it all to the seventh hell! This is madness! It's Ul'dah. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. And whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Yellow Crowd must be behind this. They failed to kill him time and time again. Now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wyman when he said they had such influence, but... Wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel this plot, it's Wyman. He has a reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find Wyman, see what he can tell us. Ul'dah says many things, but he is not a murderer. Okay, so my theory about him being framed for murdering your dad are incorrect then. Why did he leave? I still don't think I understand that. Alright, Wyman, come here. I got questions. And you're the only one with answers. That I know of, at least. I mean, I'm sure somebody else knows things, but you're the person that I know knows things. Wait, you're not him. You're just a Duodon citizen. There's Wyman.
I was wondering when you might come along, Yeranthe. Frankly, I'm surprised all this went so quietly. You ought to know there's no walking away from this.
What happened between Ul'dah and Leovold 7 years ago?
You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Oh, this is something of an enigma. He and Leovold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the Blood Sands. But he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Ul'dah was a good Colosseum fight. And what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that all this was orchestrated in a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger the people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. Your guildmaster Milla got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time, her father fell ill and passed away. There were some oddities surrounding his death, too. 'Twas rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil, or that he might have even been murdered by the man. Basest conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Milla lost two of the most important men in her life, and was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leovold, he tried to go it solo on the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without all this, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though judged from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then. Though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rhalgr's bile. This is a vile poison, rare and expensive too. Only the corpse brigade knows how to make it, or so I hear. Gods only know why they give it to Aldous. You could go to their headquarters at Sepulchre in southern Thanalan and ask them direct, I reckon. I'm an aversion to direct confrontation personally, but you don't, do you? By the by, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even, and I hope that item was all worth it.
What else do you have?
Oh, right.
I'm looking forward to doing that one. That's a very fun, very silly side quest chain. I am looking forward to it. Alright, let's go question the Corpse Brigade. And by question, I mean investigate. And by investigate, I mean sneak into the base and steal shit. Alright. There's Rhalgr's bile. Ah, damn it. Alright, fine, Knuckle Dancer. Let's dance! Oh! Holocrons have appeared. They do not like me snooping. Now, Lawless Bowman, who I assume is also part of the Holocron. But I guess I don't fully know. Alright, now we're looking for a proof of innocence. A wrinkled bill of sale. Oh dear. Where's the bowman? Okay, I don't want to get the Corpse Brigade involved. Can I drag him over here, maybe? Will he come closer? Okay, good, he does. Ah, god damn it. Fucking knuckle dancer. Alright, back to Ul'dah. Milla, I have news. Where have you been, Yerinde? Aldous has been given over into the custody of the Sacrarium? The Sacrarium. They mean to execute him. We must do something. Relax, I got stuff. This poison, is it? You proof. The Alcran purchased it from the Corpse Brigade. Oh, thank the gods you've done it. Quickly. We must show this to the official presiding over his execution at Highbridge. Go now! I mean, they could also just... obviously, we know Aldous didn't do it, but they could always just pull this bullshit of, well, how do we know he's not part of the Alcran? I think the evidence speaks for itself. Blah, 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 blah. Wouldn't be the first time we've seen a corrupt trial in this game. Wait, where are we? Oh, down here. Oh, you're gonna push him off to his death. No. The Sacrarium has sentenced you to death for your crimes against the Sultanate. Have you any last? What? Who are you? What do you want? I would like to call this trial to a close. There is new evidence that needs to be put into the court record. These are bold accusations you make, adventurer. Not really. However, the Sacrarium has found the prisoner guilty in the eyes of gods and men, and he will be executed forthwith. Don't waste your breath here, Ante. The all scales have always yielded to wealth above all else, and Leovel spent a fortune to secure my sentence. Silence, criminal! And you, what are you waiting for? Do it! Where did that... Aldous! Just couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I don't have to steal the headman's axe. Really? Just letting him do that? If the gods would have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange? Mercy! That is an impressive sword, though. I want it, and I don't think we get it. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. I had a feeling a spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt you from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch. Very well. I accept. Milla and the others need you, Yarate. Leave him to me. I'm curious if they'll make me start down here and I have to run back up, or if I actually start with Milla and those. I have to run up. Okay. Well, shouldn't be too bad. Huzzah! We're already kicking ass. For a second there, I thought they weren't going to see us. Fine, I can take on 4 at once. Make that more. So the mage decided to jump down here. Oh, you have a healer? I hate that. Good die. Oh god, well you're still weak. Oh, the Tempest isn't dead? Actually, wait, I have AoEs. Trying to make sure, like, okay, it's not one of the enemy that's healing, I don't think. Oh, Void Slave? Well, that's new. And Gigi-Raya the Garden. Oh, once this 10% of the outstring goes down. Alright, single target. Goodbye, Void Slave. You're the target now. And now for Gigi-Raya. Why aren't you dead? There. All this. All this. And that sword is gone forever. You almost had me, Leovold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory. Just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything. Tell me all this. How does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leovold. It's over. Like hell's it is. I swear, you will never know peace. Not in this life, or the next. Leovold! You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting.
I'm glad you were there, Yerinthe. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Ul'dah.
Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess.
And now that it's all over, you'll be staying, won't you?
No. Leovold may be dead, but the Ul'dah are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It's a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Ul'dah's lovely ladies any longer. But I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands.
Aldous,
Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the first sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Milla. I'm known that it's affecting the fair sex, after all.
I should have let that headsman have his way with you. That way you might learn something of humility.
Ah, but am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Milla. Don't ever change. Oh yes, there's one more thing I wanted to say to you before I go, Yerinthe. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leovold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and despite all that came of it, to this day, I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades. Have faith in your skills. And you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell.
I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want. What in the seven hells are you all looking at? This is a training hall. Why aren't you all training right now? You think all it takes to stand on the blood sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No. It takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, who decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend?
And with that, the Gladiator storyline is complete. While the Gladiator quest may be over, our time using the sword and shield is not. But Milla doesn't have a quest for us. How strange. Instead, our next quest is with Lulutsu, our guild receptionist. Paladin's Pledge. Lulutsu wished to share with you some exciting news.
Oh, there you are, Yerinthe. Perfect timing. I just heard a juicy bit of gossip that I know you're going to be interested in. Apparently, and remember, you heard this first from me, the Sultan's Sworn Elite are sharing the secret skills and training of paladins. Incredible, I know. The Sultan's Sword have an exclusive monopoly on the instruction of paladin skills. Once upon a time, if you weren't one of those officer track elites, then you had no chance to learn the arts. And competition to get to the top was very fierce indeed, let me tell you. But anyone who joined had to swear an oath of fealty to the Ul'dah Sultanate, which meant no more adventuring, no more daring do, and no more Colosseum. Just languishing about in the palace all day, polishing plate mail. That's why the suits are so big. Now, anyone with a bit of commitment can learn the skills of a paladin, and no memorizing the 55 commandments of the Sworn, or any other nonsense either. This is the golden, no, platinum opportunity that comes but once in a lucky adventurer's lifetime. Let this slip through your fingers, and regret will be your just desserts. You need to go to the Royal Promenade in the Hustings Strip. Find the captain of the Sultan Sworn Elite, Jinlins is his name, and tell him how you're just dying to become a paladin. Before I do, let me take note of my hotbar. There we go. Alright, let's go find Jinlins. I believe the best warp is going to be the Alchemist Guild, actually. Yep. Actually, no. Chamber of Rule. I forgot there was a warp right there. Yes. I am Jinlins, member of the Sultan Sworn Elite and servant to the Ul'dah Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you come to inquire about trading as a paladin. If so, I'd have your name, good sir. Yeren Thay, a fine name. I bid you welcome, and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what that means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sell swords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves. But a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan Sworn Elite for nigh on these 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights were the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn, well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year, and we are a shadow of what we once were. And the Sultana has to sell swords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we've been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you'll show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins to the south of Little Alamigo, you'll find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters, and give their hearts to the fire. Return to present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Yeah, I can kill some undead, that's easy enough. The Little Alamigo. God, I want to play Final Fantasy XIV again. I'm holding out for the rumors of a remake to be true. Maybe by the time this episode goes up, they will be. I can hope. I can dream. Listen, man, I never thought we'd get the Super Mario RPG remake, and yet we did. A Final Fantasy IX remake is nothing compared to that. Oh, there's more. And now we burn their hearts.
If you are in this place, searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner, seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear or the status you claim. I am just another aging free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the paladin. Here, you'll be returning to the captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. The way you use that sword reminds me of a man I used to know. Mine eyes may be old, but they can see the truth well enough. Be a paladin, strong and true. Devote yourself to the way and become a beacon of light. So long! Weird. Jinlins! There is an old Rogadin. He gave you some gummy candy. Face the undead monsters who infest the ruins south of Little Amigo and south of Sanalan. Defeat them and return with proof of your deed. I did. Ah, that's what I needed. Proof that you defeated the undead. You have shown that your heart is true and your sword has metal. I've no doubt that you will prove to be an attentive pupil. And as well, there is much to learn. First and foremost is this. You are a paladin now. A custodian of traditions, ancient and noble. A free paladin has no master. Instead, he travels all lands, and in every place takes up the cause of the unarmed and defenseless. You swore fealty, not to a lord, but to yourself. You are nobility amongst adventurers. You have taken your first steps on a new path. You have earned the right to bear this, the soul of the paladin. Upon its surface are carved the deeds of paladins of eras past. He who bears it commands the respect of all knights of honor. Wait, Bahamut's fame? You already possess a crystal? You say it was given to you by an unknown free paladin who told you to hand it to me. Strange. Where is this crystal of which you speak? I demand you show it to me at once. Alright, guy, calm down. Curse him! He has made a mockery of the trial. That crystal you bear is indeed the soul of the paladin, but it is disgraced, impure. It was stolen from the Sultan Sworn. The man who gave you this crystal is the very traitor of whom I have been seeking these many moons. He is an oath-breaker, who bent the knee to the Ul'dah Sultanate and who swore allegiance to the Sultan Sworn, but then single-handedly sullied our name and trampled it underfoot until it was lost, perhaps forever. How dare he give counsel and honor on the Paladin way? Hold on, question first. What did he do? How did he sully your name? Like, what exactly happened? The soul is polluted, and I must dispose of it. When you come to wield your sword as a paladin, the only soul you may wear is that which is bestowed by a captain of the Sultan Sworn. That traitor is no Sultan Sworn, still less a captain. By giving you a soul, he insulted not only the Brotherhood, but you as well. Perhaps an adventurer like yourself finds our rules nothing more than a nuisance. But through reigns long and short, our forebears in the Sultan Sworn have preserved its rituals and traditions, and we are duty-bound to uphold them, even if men and women within our own ranks scorn them as relics. It is in my fate to be named captain of the Sultan Sworn in these troubled times. We did not ask for this honor.
I have bent my knee to the Sultana and sworn fealty, and I will fight to restore our honor and name. You wield a skilled blade, and more importantly, you have met the traitor face to face. Your great task as a paladin will to help me bring him to justice. You must ready yourself, marshal your resources, and hone your skills until the time comes when you're able to discharge your duty. The journey will be long, but you are a paladin now, and honor binds you as surely as an oath. Paladin unlocked. The soul of Paladin's past be with you, their wisdom. Alright, let's get this equipped. And as usual, we fucked with our hotbar. Alright, where do we want things to go? Spirits Within is a OGCD tech. I like it. But that's all. Oh, I didn't make a new one. Hang on. Whoops. Delete that set. Instead, oh god damn it. Okay, good. That's fixed already. Upgrade it. There we go. Honor lost. Captain Jinlins wishes to teach you more of the paladin arts. You have earned the right to call yourself a paladin, but how do others treat you? Do they recognize you for what you are? Remember that fancy swordplay and well-polished armor do not make you a paladin. You must be just in your heart and strive always to be an exemplar of true virtue. Once, not so long ago, the Sultan's Sworn could walk the streets with their heads held high. When they marched by, the small folk would look upon them with reverence and gratitude. And no one was more respected than the captain, my predecessor. When I first saw him, I was still a child. My father had promised to take me to a local festival, but somewhere he took a wrong turn. We became lost and stumbled into a secluded back alley. Luck was not with us, because the next moment we found ourselves in the middle of a riot. Drunken hunters were firing arrows into the crowd, and we were caught between them. There was no way out. It was only a matter of time before we would be struck. That's when the captain saved us from our plight. I'd never seen a sword move so swiftly. It flashed faster than my eyes could follow, and in seconds, the hunters were on the ground, or fleeing for their lives. The captain was gone down the street, placing at their heels before my father had time to thank him. Even today, I see the captain as he was then. Blood on his sword, armor impossibly bright in the sun. After that, all I ever wanted to be was a paladin. I would practice endlessly with my sword, dreaming of bandits defeated and monsters slain. Even after I became one of the Sultan's Sworn, the memory of the captain still inspired me. I was always the first to arrive in the training yard, and the last to leave. And so the years passed, and before I knew it, I found myself named captain of the Sultan's Sworn. Yet the triumph was hollow, because by then, the honor of the Sultan's Sworn elite, that very thing that had drawn me to the Brotherhood, was a mere vestige, like the discarded banner of a defeated foe. There are many reasons for the fall. Loss of Oathkeeper. Yes, that was the mortal blow. The sword Oathkeeper was bestowed upon the first captain of the Sultan's Sworn by the then Sultan of Ul'dah. In time, it became our standard, the symbol of the oaths we had sworn, and it was treasured by each new captain for generations. Possession was proof of Sultan Sworn command. But then the unthinkable came to pass. Oathkeeper, was stolen by the traitor. It shook our brotherhood to the core. How can we be trusted to protect the Sultana if we cannot even hold onto the symbol of our fealty? We have been tarnished in the eyes of ruler and ruled alike. If the Sultan swore not to survive, we must find the traitor and recover Oathkeeper. But the Sultan's sword have grown too weak. We cannot do it ourselves. We've been forced to recruit outsiders to help us in our cause. I have high hopes for you, my friend. It is a great thing that we ask, and you must learn more of our secrets if you are to succeed. In Outer Lenosha, near the Hermit's Hovel, is a grove where ringtails congregate. Pity yourself because the host of the beasts will be a fine way to hone the skills that I will teach you. In the grove, you'll find another brazier, this time filled with a potent incense that will drive the creatures into a frenzy. Defeat your attackers and return to me. Not gonna lie, that felt a little long-winded. But to Outer Lenosha we go. I'm curious about this whole thing with the traitor. Like, they're saying he stole a sword and that he's an oathbreaker, but why? He's yet to explain that. And I get it, you know, in matters of like, oh, lost honor and we're all about our honor and whatnot. They don't want to talk about it. It's an embarrassment to them, and they just want to forget that it happened. But truthfully, I feel like if you just like act like it didn't happen, that just brings more dishonor on you. You gotta accept what happened and just work to be better. Where are we going? Down here. Light the beacon. Gondor calls for aid. Ah, it's almost down. What? Why is arm's length down here? Hang on a minute. Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's fixed. Much better. Sometimes I don't notice when I learn a new skill when I'm just like in the middle of grinding and leveling a class up. Or job up, rather. I'm just like, oh, skill. You need to go in your proper place on my bar. Because this is not it. Any more? Yep. Too bad these aren't hunt targets for us. Okay, no, it did get hit. Good. I wasn't sure if I'd get an auto attack on it when I was leaving the last ringtail. Any more? Nope, but the memories of Paladin's past have awoken within me. Back to Ul'dah. Well done. You're taking the skills I taught you and made them your own. I still do not have word of where the traitor is hiding, but I will inform you the moment I do. Until then, continue your training. And we learn Sheltron and also get Oath Mastery. Wait, what'd that say? So now we have a gauge here. Yay! So Sheltron reduces damage by 15% for 4 seconds, but it costs us 50 of our gauge. How do we get this gauge? Well, it's not from any of our buttons. Instead, let's look at actions and traits. What we saw was Oath Mastery. Increases Oath gauge by 5 every time an auto attack lands. So unlike other ones where I think like click certain actions to build gauge, Paladin's just kind of always getting it with every auto attack. Kind of interesting, honestly. Power struggles. Captain Jinlins has another lesson to teach you. Welcome, Paladin. You should know that one of your deeds has reached me. There are those who follow the true Paladin path without misstep, but you are one of them. I am proud to call you brother. You have kept the faith, and in return, I must have faith in you. It is time that you knew the truth. Though it is hard to share, but it is a shame I'd rather keep hidden from outsiders. Perhaps you remember when I told you of the traitor and the sword Oathkeeper that he stole. His name is Solkzagel, and he was my predecessor as captain of the Sultan's Sworn Elite. Yes, he was the same man whom I have admired as a child, who inspired me to take up the sword and follow the way of the Paladin. He was the paragon of paladins, until, that is, he changed. Some years ago now, there was a struggle for influence between the Sultanate's military and a faction within the syndicate known as the Monetarists. The latter emerged triumphant, and the army's authority was diminished dramatically. Although Solkzagel was still captain of the Sultan's Sworn Elite, he knew his position was perilous. So, he fled, taking Oathkeeper with him. In doing so, he went against the words that he had spoken on bended knee before his royal liege. Now it falls to me, as captain, to restore the honor and name of the Sultan's Sworn. If that means cutting down my former mentor and master, I would do it gladly, for his misdeed cannot be forgiven. But his death will not lift the stain that mars our name. He must be put on trial in a public court so that everyone knows his crimes. Then, and only then, can we begin to earn the people's trust again. He served for over 30 years as captain of the Sultan's Sworn Elite, and he is a formidable foe. You can match his skilled sword. Even together, you and I will find it difficult to take him alive without mortal harm to one side or the other. So, you must continue to hone your skills and prepare for the day when we will face him. To complete the next stage of your training, you must do this. Go to the Ugram River in eastern Danlan and find the brazier we have placed there. By lighting it, you will draw the ire of the lepidote living within the waters. Face the creatures in battle and master your new skills. The fight will not be easy. If you take the heart which you have learned, let the crystal be your guide. You will triumph. To Eastern Thanalan we go. Alright, so it's supposed to be a brazier somewhere. It's gonna be, okay, near the Kickern camp. And here it is. Lepidotes, which are apparently a fish. Oh, we got a new... When did we get Sentinel? Sentinel is more damage reduction. It looks like this. Reduces damage by 30%, which is pretty good. Any more? Okay, yeah, there's more. 2 more. Will they be the last 2? I have no idea. Okay, that one's gonna die. Memories of Paladin's past have awoken within you. Alright, let's go back to Jinlin's. See what he has to say. Oh, Jinlin's. Good. You've mastered your new skills and made them your own. But much work remains to be done before you can face the traitor Solkzagel. We are close to finding him, and as our net draws tighter, it grows ever more important that we make ready for the moment when the fish must at last be landed. What? The souls of Paladin's past bequeath to you their wisdom. And we learn prominence, which is a second step in our AoE. We now go Total Eclipse to prominence. Huzzah! Poisoned Hearts. Jinlin's wishes to assign you your most daunting trial yet. Welcome, my friend. I have important news for you. In my search for the traitor, I've been looking through old records and discovered something chilling. Around the time the traitor Solkzagel was named captain, several famed soldiers of the Sultansworn met with untimely deaths. But strangely, our records do not say how they died. Curious, I begged the favor of an old friend and received permission to inspect medical records kept by Frondale's frontistery. I discovered that the soldiers died in various ways. In combat, some suddenly at night to the barracks, but in nearly every case, there were signs that poison had played a role in their demise. Yes, poison. Carefully, invisibly administered. The more I read, the more I saw the dark hand of death's embrace at work. Assassins, in the pay and service of the Monitoress. Society so secretive that few believe it truly exists. But no matter how skilled and devious the assassins, they should not have been able to kill so many of the Sultansworn elite without being discovered. Not, that is, without help from within our own ranks. So, I asked myself, who had the most to gain from their deaths? Fuck. Oh, that was a lot of dialogue I just missed. Somebody did, and now we're suggesting Sultan. Now he became Sultansworn, youngest captain in the century, after people died and the former captain left. The Monitorists were plotting to kill the best and bravest of the Sultansworn, to put its ranks of greatness and elevate it so that it could no longer carry out its duty to serve as sword and shield of the Sultanate. Which begs the question, how did Solkzagel remain captain for 30 long years? How did he avoid the poisoner's kiss? When men better than him had succumbed? There be only one explanation. He was the Monitor's cat's paw, the turncloak in our midst. Needless to say, I am more determined to track him down than ever before. Will I continue my investigation? I have a trial for you. I want you to seek the gallant armor, the legendary raiments worn by generations of the finest soldiers of the Sultansworn. In accordance with Sultansworn tradition, the set that would be yours has been scattered across southern Thanalan. Each piece has been locked within a coffer, which will be guarded by 2 men. You must beat the Sultansworn themselves, if you were to claim that armor. Like every other job quest at level 45, it's time to go get our job armor. Well, most of it. Because we only get the body piece at level 50, which is, in a word, annoying. But oh well. It's fine. Oh, I was about to fly over it. Don't attack the sprites. Oh, that guy's just gonna heal the whole time? No, no, no. I'm bringing this to you. I'm not letting you heal, sir. Oh. Rude. Stunning me. Goodbye. Alright, you come over here, Elite. Alright, we get the first piece, the gallant quizzes. Quizzes? I do not know how to say that word. It's our pants. Gallant pants. Can I get in my mount, please? Thank you. Well, the squire, once again, they need to die first. I will not suffer a healer for longer than I have to. Now, I wonder if these are going to be the boots. Like, would they put the pants and the boots next to each other? I mean, that would kind of make sense, right? Also, I like the sword for reason, but it makes no sense for with a lot of our attack animations. Like, why am I thrusting with this? Why am I hitting with the blunt end of the blade? Ah. Oh well. The gallant gauntlets. Well, the panther's somewhere else then. Oh, look, a new mount. When did I get this? When you're recording things out of order, these things are going to happen. You'll see the introduction of it eventually. Well, and there's a squire. Come here, you're dying. And now get the gallant coronet. Can Vera wear this? We can! Look at that. Nice. Anytime I see a piece of headgear that Vera can equip, I'm always going to be surprised. I mean, there's some things that won't be a surprise, I guess. But largely... But is there no... There he is. I was like, where's the squire? That said, not every piece will excite me. Like, there'll be something like, oh, okay. That's what something I can wear. I won't care too much about it. But considering how few you can wear, It's always nice to see something that I can. And lastly, the gallant Solarettes. Hell yeah. Alright, back to Jinlan's. Good. The armor's yours. You have learned your lessons well and honed your skills. And now you're ready to face Solk'Zagor the traitor. Yes, the time has come. I discovered his hiding place and made contact through emissaries. We are negotiating the return of Oathkeeper. Secrecy is crucial, as is preparation. We will leave only when you are ready. Parley and the Sagoli. Jinlan's wishes to know if you are ready to face Solk'Zagor. The recovery of Oathkeeper was the first step in restoring the honor of the Sultan Sworn. I have told Solk'Zagor that if he returns the sword, we will give him a fair trial. Otherwise, he should be captured and thrown at the feet of the Sultana for judgment. The parley is to take place south of Forgotten Springs in the Sagoli Desert. Give me your map, and I will mark the location. While I believe he is acting alone, we must be prepared for anything. You may be certain that the Monitress will not take kindly to his surrender. In fact, I believe that should the Monitress discover Solk'Zagor is willing to parley, they will surely try to intervene. Therefore, we must not speak of what we do, not to anyone. We should travel separately, so as not to attract attention. We shall meet again at the parley. And if anybody thinks that this is going to go nice and smoothly, I would like to ask you if you've ever played a video game before. Or seen any form of media. Because, I mean, come on. Something's going to go down. Something always goes down. Oh, look, the solo duty. Who'd have thunk? It's just this sword impaled on the ground. Very strange. So, you dared to come. You are a brazen one. I will grant you that. But did you really think I wouldn't find out? What? Come, confess. My allies within the Sultan's Sword have told me the truth. I know you are working in league with the traitor and the Monitress. What? Confess. With your dying breath, you will tell me where I can find Oathkeeper and the traitor who stole it. That's not what's happening here, dude. Do you dare accuse my own Sultan's Sword of lying? We are comrades in arms, every one of us, bound in brotherhood by our oath. I will trust them with my life. What is your word will set against theirs? We know the meaning of honor. You say that, but you're saying your former captain was a traitor, and therefore this is hypocrisy. Well, I don't, maybe hypocrisy is not the right word. If he could be a traitor, so could anybody else from the Sultan's Sword, dude. You got your head up your own ass, is what you got. You are a naive fool. I suspected you from the beginning. Ever since you showed me the soul of the paladin and the traitor Solkzagel gave you. If I was really working with him, why would I show you what he gave me if you were just going to give me a different one? That makes no fucking sense, you naive fool. You were, or to help briefly, a paladin. And as such, you are bound by a code of honor that is as unforgiving as it is noble. Traitor, I sentence you to death and decree that your body shall lie here and feed the crows. Jinlin's, you're a fucking idiot. Come here. Yeah, that's right. All the rest of you, gang up on me. Or see how this works out for all of you. Spoiler alert. It ain't. Oh, look. Squire's down. Oh, no. Oh, you're foolish idiots. I'm not going to confess because I got nothing to confess, dumbass. I don't even need to stop your damage through your attacks. You're just bad. You cannot do this. I'm the greatest swordsman. You're superior. In every way. If that was true, you and your buddies would have kicked my ass. You are blinded, Jinlins, by your own conviction. Jinlins, remember your own lesson. A paladin does not exist to defend his position or the honor of his fellow Sultan Sword. Those men were assassins in service to the Monitoress. The moment you outlived your usefulness, you were to be killed. You and this free paladin of yours. Liar! You are the agent! You betrayed us for them! You were always naive, Jinlins. Too willing to trust your fellow man. It's one of your virtues. But you have a deplorable habit of turning your virtues into vices. Think. That the information you uncovered, how did you come by it? Did it fall into your lap as if, oh, I don't know, someone was feeding it to you for their own purposes? You and the paladins under your command are the Monitorous lapdogs. Jinlins, you've been led a merry dance and followed their lead at every step. Then, you were never a traitor. You were innocent. I have wronged you. I also want to point out here that Solkzagel just straight up called out Jinlins for trusting people too much, and all it took was one short little speech, and Jinlins is suddenly trusting Solkzagel full-heartedly again. It's like, guy, on the one hand, yes, Solkzagel isn't the bad guy, as far as we're aware. But on the other hand, you're literally proving his point about you being an idiot. Uh-oh. Easy now. Your wounds aren't mortal, but you still need to rest. What about the others? Are we gonna pick them up? I'll take care of the captain. He's had worse. And we'll have him back on his feet soon enough. You become a fine warrior, and learned all there is to know about the way of the paladin. I think perhaps that you are not aware just how much you've grown. Well, this time you were made aware, paladin. When the captain's recovered, keep an eye on him for me, will you? I need someone like you to watch his back. I'll do my best. But again, what about these other people? Are they innocent fools as well, or are they baddies? The words of Solstalker have awoken the memories of Paladin's past. What did we learn? I know we're getting some kind of skill. I actually don't recognize it from the image, so I don't know what we're getting. But we'll find out when we talk with Genlins. Paladin, I have done you a great wrong. I allowed myself to be hoodwinked, accused you of treason, and even turned my sword against you. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me. As for me, yes, I am recovered from my wounds. At least, those that will heal. But far more important than that, Solstalker is innocent, after all. He was never a traitor, but the dream that I followed in my youth was not a lie. I remain captain of the elite, although a poor substitute for my predecessor. I'm now working on a plan to strike back at the Monitors and restore the Sultan Sworn to its former strength. No, do not be afraid for me. We've unmasked the foe and he cannot hide under deceptions anymore. The assassins won't find it easy to reach me. For now, I will bide my time, marshal my strength, and, when the time is ripe, strike hard at our enemies. So the Paladin's past bequeathed to you their wisdom. Oh, cover, that makes sense. Cover also costs us some gauge, like Sheltron does. And it lets us take all damage intended for another party member as long as they're within 20 yalms of us. Doesn't work with some attacks, it only lasts for 12 seconds. Pretty good skill, though. Keeping the Oath. Yinlands wish to bid you a farewell. Welcome, Paladin. I hoped to see you before I left. You remained a true friend. You know of the wrongs I did to you, and I owe you my trust. So, I will tell you everything I have learned. After our encounter in the hills, as I spent some time in the care of Solstalker, recovering from my wounds. As I convalesced, he gave me the true account of what happened these last few years in his solitary war against the Monitors. After he went into hiding, he tried to get word to me about what was happening, but I was surrounded by agents in the pay of the Monitors, who kept me isolated and ignorant. They planted the lie that Solstalker was a traitor, and tricked me into tracking him down. I was their puppet, twitching obediently at the end of the strings that they pulled. But when I discovered the death's embrace had been behind the demise of my brothers and sisters, they panicked. Especially when they found out I had shared the information with you. They set a trap for us and baited it with the promise of a parley with Solstalker. Solstalker was no traitor, as I should well have known. But I allowed myself to be deceived by the whispers of mummers and flatterers, and no, that was not the way of it. It was not their lies that made me blind, but my desire, nay, obsession, to restore our honor. For the Sultan Sworn and all paladins who bent the knee to a higher cause, honor is a means to an end, not the end itself. I lost sight of that, and in so doing, lost sight of my true duty. Solstalker understood what was happening. That's why he gave you the soul of the paladin. It was a remonstration, a message. Look how adventurers live. He was telling me, where does their honor, their authority come from? I owe my position to the machinations of the Monitors.
They calculated that a young captain, eager to prove his loyalty, bound by unquestioning fealty, would be all the easier to control. They were right. I am a sham and a fake, but the world does not know that. And even the illusion of power is a power of sorts. I can use it to fight back. I will tell my subordinates that I am fleeing to Snowcloak in Kurthus. When the monitors hear of this, as they surely will, they will send assassins after me again. But when they show their hand, I will stand my ground and fight back. I realize you may wish to offer your assistance. However, I cannot in good conscience put you in harm's way anymore. You too have become a target of the Cabal's assassins. They can try. The odds will be against me, that much is certain. But Solkzagel has taught me much, and if I am brave and vigilant, I know I can triumph. I am sorry you've been caught up in our own political struggles, but now as a paladin, it is time you traveled your own path. Ah, yes, Solkzagel wishes to have a word with you as well. You'll find him in central Thanalan. Allow me to mark the location on your map. Well, we better go meet with Solkzagel, and I'm gonna bet you, after we're done talking to him, he's gonna be like, oh shit, hey, we should go save Jinlins, because he's gonna die. Which one do I go to? Yeah, get him nulled. Great name. It's a great name. Hibiki Snowfield? I like it. Oh, there's a tunnel.
Thank you for coming, Yaranthe. We haven't much time, so I will be blunt. Jinlins will die. He faces death's embrace alone. I know what I must do, and I suspect you do as well. If you are the man I believe you to be, we shall meet again soon.
Well, that was a short conversation. To Snowcloak. Hello and goodbye, Ashen sister. I wonder what they were doing. I remember there was some quest in that tunnel where, like, I was attacked by people. I don't remember what that was. It was so long ago. It might have been one of our class quests. That or it was main story. There's so much content in this game. I'm already forgetting things that we did in a Realm Reborn main story. It is wild. To be fair, a Realm Reborn story is also lengthy. 50 levels of questing to do. Future expansions, well, I say future expansion, but it's really all expansions, only have 10 levels. There's still a lot to do, but it feels, I don't know what the right word is. It feels different. And I don't mean that as a knock on a Realm Reborn storyline. I actually do like it, despite most people not. I think it does what it needed to do. This is Death's Embrace. These are just monsters. You as well. I told you her to ground. This isn't your fight. First Solkzagel and now you. Are you both so eager to die? Are you?
You forget that we are paladins. Wheresoever our duty leads us, we go, and do so of our own free will. To abide by one's own sense of justice is to embrace the Paladin's creed. Sworn or unsworn, we are Paladins true, and the only true oath we swear is when we swear to ourselves. Now come, let us stand shoulder to shoulder and show the black hearts the metal of our souls and the steel of our swords.
It's just an armament and a... I'm not sure what he's called. Manipulated eye, manipulated ogre. That'll do it. We've got Circle of Score now, which is an AoE. And then we're just gonna kill this eyeball first, because why not? Yeah, I expected they would send minions too. And I don't know if all the chat is sometimes like on the top screen or if it's just like only in the chat for me. I feel like it should. That doesn't quite do what I wanted. But the fight's almost over. You know what? I'm gonna use cover on Jin. Oh, I can't. It won't let me. He's not technically in my party. I really think that for battles like this, the NPC should just make a party list for you. Like, come on. Yeah, there's gotta be something more. Oh, there's a mage summoning the Void Scent. Let's go look for him. Actually, I bet they're... Oh, it's gonna be a cutscene. Okay. I bet they're this way. Oh, look. Found something. A glowing grimoire. I'm gonna stab it. They won't let me stab it. Yeah, I don't like the book floating there and pulsating. Something has just spawned. Aha! I know how to get up there, mage. Hey, where you going? Don't you run from me. You stay up here and fight me. You son of a bitch. Oh, there's been some summoning, or not summoning, more people. Oh, hello. I should attack the... The Grimoire needs to go. There we go. All right, let's kill this monster and start getting rid of the other executioners. The wizard's still there? Yeah, the wizard's still there.
You've done well. You never flinched from your duty. You followed the path you knew you had to take, and you showed us what it means to be a paladin. And you even managed to prise the scales from Jinlin's eyes while you were at it. It's been an honor to know you, and to watch you grow. In any case, today's battle should blunt the monotonous dagger, at least for a while. They'll think twice before sending assassins after the Sultan's sword again. I trust you will see to this mess, Genlins. Yes, sir. I mean, Captain. Please, sir, return to the capital and take up your command again. The burden, it is too much for the likes of me. The Monitress may have stolen Oathkeeper, but oaths are not forged in steel. They are sworn in the heart. I thought you were holding Oathkeeper right now. What do you mean they stole it? You never betray your oaths, Jinlin. As for your leadership, well, ask this paladin if he learned anything from you. No matter what the circumstances, once a man has left the Sultan sworn, he cannot return. No. I followed my own path, and on it, I will stay. I have followed you since the day I vowed to join the ranks of the Sultan sworn. Has the time come for me to stop following and begin to lead? Thank you for coming. Once again, you placed me in your debt. See me in the city when you return. I will have something for you. Ba-da-ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-ba-bum. You have kept your oath and awakened the memories of Paladin's past. Time to return to Ul'dah. Welcome, Paladin. These have been troubled times with the Sultan's sword, and you have served us loyally. You did what was just. Followed the Paladin way, and defended the weak and needy. You are a true Oathkeeper. Honor and right were yours in the very beginning, and that is what made you strong. Strong enough to defeat me. The sword Oathkeeper has yet to be found, but I have come to realize that I do not need it. Nay, not to lead the Sultan sworn, nor to restore our good name. The oaths we keep are in our hearts, not in the hollowed blades. I guess Soxago wasn't using it. I thought he was the whole time. Soxago has left to wander the nations of Eorzea. He is a man of honor, and unless I am very much mistaken, he will continue to look for the sword that was gifted by our ruler centuries ago. I shall continue to serve Ul'dah as one of the Sultan sworn. You shall defend the people of Eorzea as a free paladin. Our paths diverge now, but we shall forever be bound by the oaths we keep in our hearts. But listen to me.
Noble words aren't much good to an adventurer who has to face monsters and menaces out in the real world. Fortunately, I have something that will serve you rather better. This sacred armor has been kept within this Sword and Sworn for many generations. It was given only to those Sword and Sworn who had, through feats of arms and deeds of great courage, earned the privilege to wear it. But something tells me that for the first time since it left the Armorer's Forge, this armor should go to someone who was not the Sword and Sworn. If I allowed myself to be a slave to tradition, the paladin who deserved it the most would never wear it. Now, wouldn't that be a waste of fine plate? Just one thing. If anyone asks where you got it, you mustn't say it was me. You got it.
The souls of Paladin's Path bequeath to you their wisdom. This concludes the Paladin quest for Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest before the dawn. Once you have done so, the next Paladin quest will be available from Genlands. And we got the ability Hallowed Ground, which renders you impervious to most attacks for 10 seconds. That is our shit. What's it called? Oh, I forgot the term. I forgot the terminology that this ability is. Invuln. This is our Invuln. Dear God. It is valuable to all things. Additionally, we got our Gallant Surcoat. And we got the copper. Let's see the comparison between the armors. Alright, we're still wearing the coronet and the gauntlets, so... Oh, and also the cuisses. Or cuisses? I never know how to say that word. Alright, so here's the Paladin armor. Basically. The basic Paladin armor. Here's the shiny variant. It's a lot more white. Oh, but I do like the main piece. That blue is very good. I don't know about like all the the bright white on the rest of it, but the blue is very nice. And our circlet, ooh, our circlet's got blue on it too. Very nice.